go?
Obviously a pretty long flight home last night. The boys have all pulled up okay though?
Yeah, we had a good little run this morning. We had a team meeting followed by a stretch and then out on the field for a little bit of passing and kicking, and the boys seemed to have pulled up okay.
The next few days are obviously going to be pretty tough to balance before you head over to Wellington.
Yeah, similar week to last week really. So we went over to South Africa and had a light day on the Tuesday, had a double session on the Wednesday and then Thursday off before a captain's run, and we'll do the same this week. So just a light run this morning. Tomorrow we'll do a double day, so units in the morning and team in the afternoon, and then we'll travel to New Zealand on Thursday.
You guys have been flying out the day before games mostly this year. Is it because of the heavy schedule just to go out a day earlier this time?
Yeah, it's a difficult trip to Wellington. You've got a 6:30 in the morning start, or you've got a 4:30 in the afternoon start, and you get in at 11 o'clock at night. So they're not ideal times to travel. And Sansa have been kind enough to give us an extra night's accommodation, so we'll take that.
Obviously, must be feeling good, Bernie, knowing you're only one game away from making the grand final.
Yeah, I think particularly after the game over in Cape Town, the boys were pretty pumped. It's been a long campaign, but we realised that the goal at the start of the year was to get to the final and win the final, like every other team in the competition, and we haven't done that yet, so we've still got some work to do.
In terms of the Hurricanes, obviously you haven't faced them this season. You see that as an advantage or a disadvantage that you don't really, you haven't obviously played against them this year?
Well, obviously an advantage because they've been so successful this year. But we've been watching their games throughout the year and watching how other teams have gone against them, and they've had the week off. They'll be nice and fresh, but maybe their combinations will be lacking. So they've had a number of injuries over the last couple of rounds, and a lot of those players are potentially coming back this week. So we'll see if that affects their combination. For us, it's about continuing the momentum that we've had.
Would you prefer to be match hardened or prefer to have that week off?
I think it's worked well for us the way that we've done it. Ideally, we would have liked a home semi-final. A top two finish would have been nice, but we've had a bit of momentum, particularly leading into the final series. I think the last 5 games there were pretty good from us, and then we obviously played well against the Stormers. So there's momentum there, and I think it's working well for us.
Didn't lose much momentum, I suppose, from that Crusaders game here a couple of weeks ago?
No, I mean, we took what we wanted out of that game. I think they scored a couple of lucky tries to Mandolo down that left edge. They got an intercept as well, which led to one of those tries. So we looked at our game in perspective there and felt that we were still playing some good football, just a little bit unlucky on the night. So yeah, it didn't dampen our momentum at all.
With the travel that you've got, Bernie, how do you go about ensuring that you guys are still right to go in, say, the last 15 or 20 minutes of the game on the Sunday?
Oh, it's making sure that we don't overtrain this week. So we've done plenty of training this year, including a pre-season that was quite arduous on the boys. This week, like I said, we've just got one session tomorrow, which will hopefully freshen the boys up for the game.
Physically, how's the squad tracking? Any sort of niggles that need to be monitored over the next couple of days?
No, we're pretty good actually. So we've come out of that game pretty well. We've got Henry's judicial meeting this afternoon. We'll find out more after that. But other than that, everyone's available for selection.
If Henry is suspended, are you confident, I suppose, in the replacement, whether it's like a Robbie Coleman or James Dargaville or something like that?
Yeah, we've got Robbie Coleman, James Dargaville or Nigel Awong. All have had really good years this year. All have very good combination with the other starting members, so whichever way we go there will be fine.
Do you sort of know in your own head which way you would go? Or
Yep.
Good question, Lee.
Someone else? Freddie, you up?
No, I couldn't.
No, you're good?
I think that means we're done.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Bernie, obviously with the Hurricanes, mate, obviously, what's been their strength this season?
Well, they've been quite physical. Their counter-attack is good. Their unstructured attack has been really good. They've got some really dangerous players. So you look at Julian Sevilla, Corey Jane. In fact, you go through their whole backline, and it's an all-black backline. So you can look at their backline and say that's where the biggest threat is, but their forward pack has been playing exceptionally well. They've been carrying the ball, they've been very physical, and they've been really good defensively this year. So, I mean, that's the reason why they're on top. They've got a really good all-round game.
I suppose the only thing is they don't have much finals experience where you guys have been in the last couple of years. Do you reckon you can Is that a bit of an advantage for your side this weekend?
Oh, I think you have to take each season as it comes, and you run into the season is going to be different each time. And for us, I guess it's about maintaining the momentum that we've had. For them, I guess it's about freshening up and trying to find combination in this game.
Yeah, they've talked about obviously the worry of your line out, and that's been a strength of the Brumbies.
Yep.
You didn't score from a rolling maul last week. Is that obviously something you want to work hard this weekend? To line out the maul and stuff like that?
I mean, I know a lot of people have been talking about our maul and saying that that's all we've got, but if it's successful in a game, then we'll stay with it. The game on the weekend didn't result in any line-outs in that area of the field for us, so we didn't have an opportunity to do it. But yeah, whilst it's successful, we'll stay with it.
Is that a pleasing thing for you though? That you're able to get, say, like Joey got a hat trick and you scored from other ways?
Yeah, we had 6 tries on the weekend, which is very good. 3 to Joey, and then some multi-phase tries. 1 before half-time and 2 after half-time, and they were, quality team tries. Yeah, I mean that was against the Stormers, and we probably found a bit of a weakness in the Stormers multi-phase. I think the Hurricanes are a different beast, and again, are we going to score from our mauls, or are we going to score from set piece or multi-phase? It's not something we plan for going into a game. It's just something that eventuates when we get in there.
No worries, that's better.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.